Hello there, all Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria, and today we are looking at your February 2026 forecast for all singles looking for new love. So if you are single, ready to mingle, thank you. This reading is for you guys. We start the month with Venus in the sign of Aquarius, and we are heading into an Aquarian eclipse this month as well, a solar eclipse, so a new moon, very powerful energy, a significant new beginning maybe in the cards for you. And about a week before that eclipse, Venus moves into the sign of Pisces. So, of course, Pisces can be very romantic, very lovey-dovey, very emotional. So perhaps we're opening our heart with that new moon. That solar eclipse is shaking us up a little bit and encouraging us to look to the future and embrace the possibilities of things, all right? So this can be a really positive time for you to manifest love into your life. Make sure you do work with that eclipse. We've got action here. You have the courage to express unique loving colors of your soul. Time for you to take some action on love. Are you keeping yourself in a corner? Are you going out and meeting people? Are you just living out a fantasy, a dream in your head? This is a month for you to take some initiative, some action, or to shake something up a little bit, because it may just be that whatever you're doing right now is maybe gotten a little bit stale. Maybe you just might need to try something a little bit different. So this can also represent that there's maybe a little bit of action coming your way as far as your love life is concerned. So if you do feel like you've been stuck in a rut, it may be this eclipse energy, which is really really with us all month. All right. This can be where things are, kind of getting a little bit of traction for you. We have purpose here as well. You possess the determination and dedication to consciously, demonstrate love. All right. Now, we all know that the energy that we emit, right? Our thoughts that we put out there, they come back to us, right? What we think about, where our energy is, where our focus is, that is what we attract back. Like attracts like, right? So where is your energy? Is your energy on love? Are you believing in the power of you to attract love? Do you feel like you are attractive? If not, it's time to shift your focus, shift your thoughts. We need to emit beautiful, gorgeous love, because that is what comes back to us, right? Love yourself. When you love yourself, remember, love and happiness, it starts within you, right? And so if you aren't embracing love and if you aren't emitting love, how can that come back? So we need to believe, we need to sometimes shift our way of thinking, right? Open our hearts, open our minds, be a little bit flexible as well, because you may already be on a manifestation journey. You may have already set some intentions for love. And this is where spirit's like, okay, but sometime I might have something better for you. It might be wrapped up in a different package than what you originally thought. But I need you to keep that open mind and look at the potential of things. Look at the potential of the connections that I may be lining up for you. And this, of course, can very much be your month here, Aries. You are a key player in this, because we do have on February 20th a Saturn and Neptune conjunction in your sign. Super powerful energy, electrifying energy, filled with passion, filled with a spark, filled with a flame. And Saturn, of course, is our planet. Saturn gets a bad rap, poor little thing. But Saturn is known for taking things very seriously, for teaching us lessons. It is also a very karmic planet, though. And Saturn delays. It does not deny. It just feels like it does, right? It's like, I've delayed sending you the person of your dreams because you've needed to heal, or you've needed to focus on yourself, or maybe you've needed to learn to love yourself. And now that you've learned that lesson, it's go time. And Neptune, of course, is our ruler of Pisces, and that's where Venus is going to be hanging out for the last 3 weeks of February. Venus, of course, is our planet of love, of beauty, and of attraction, new beginnings. And so this can be really, really powerful time to turn that fantasy that you've had in your head and make it real. We have patience. You are able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. Now, we don't like to hear the word patience, do we? Nope, we want things now. It's like, I've decided I'm ready for love. Where is it? Where is my order? Well, we've got to step in the flow. We've got to be patient. We've got to be open, receptive, willing to change, or willing to take action. But we do have to be patient when we start to get frustrated, angry, railing at the fates, right? What are we going to create? Negative energy and blocks, right? We don't want to do that, okay? We want to stay open and receptive. Can finding love take a long time? Yes, it can. But in the meantime, have fun. Do something interesting. Try a new creative endeavor. Join a social group. Love yourself. And things will come with time. Some of you here in the month of February, your patience is paying off. And this can be a time where things are really starting to speed up for you, right? We have this big shifting energy, and moving forward, it's moving faster than it has previously been. And so this can be that open door, that green light for you. Your patience is a virtue, and you've got it in spades. So this can be really wonderful for you. We have charity in reverse. Okay. Now this is the energy that's on its way out here, folks. All right. The charity card is usually one of, having an open heart, being open and receptive for love. This is typically one where we are ready to bare our soul to somebody, right? We're trusting in the process. We're trusting ourselves. We're believing in ourselves, right? But, unfortunately, sometimes we're just not quite feeling it, right? Maybe there's some healing that we've had to go through. And so with that charity card in reverse, this shows that, there has been some closed off energy. There has been some restrictive energy. But in the reverse, we're letting that go. We're shaking it up. We're ready to open our heart. We're ready to trust the process. We're ready to love unconditionally. We've done our healing. We've paid our dues. And we're ready for those skies of opportunity to open up for us. Our present energy is the moon. New moon in Aquarius, pivotal turning point, a breakthrough, shaken up our energy to bring in new people. New people, new connections, love, romance. Of course, the moon tends to be a little bit romantic sometimes, doesn't it? It does represent the cycles in your life. And so this could be where you are really stepping into a brand new cycle. Okay. A cycle of improvement, a cycle of love, a cycle of new beginnings. And so this can be really exciting. It's also Pisces energy. The moon is actually Cancerian energy, but the moon card in tarot is Pisces. And where is Venus, the planet of love and romance, for the majority of February, the latter part anyway? In Pisces. Beautiful. So this can really represent some emotions coming to the surface. You're getting in touch with your emotions. Again, you're opening your heart. Okay. And the moon does represent some fears, right? We're facing our fears, though. The moon encourages you to recognize what you're afraid of and then face your fears and embrace your fears. We're all afraid of having a broken heart. We're all afraid of, wasting time on a connection that ends up not going anywhere. But if we play into those fears, then we're never going to open our heart. We're never going to have that experience where the possibilities of something working out are endless. So trust in the processes. That moon can represent a brand new cycle coming in there. Now, the moon also can sometimes bring surprises because it does hide things. So, this can just be, okay, number one, get with the flow of things, because the moon's very connected with your emotions, very connected with the flow, right? We need to be open and receptive with this energy. But the moon can cast a shadow and can, cast a little bit of doubt on things. It's like, I'm not sure what I'm seeing here, because it's in the dark. It's in the shadow, right? It looks a little bit frightening. It looks a little bit scary. So sometimes we need to get a little clarity. We need to ask some questions, or we need to shine a light on something there. So, maybe just don't, this could be this energy where you do need to ask a few questions before you invite someone right in, right? Don't tell people where you live necessarily, meet people in a public place and all that kind of stuff until you kind of get a good feel for that person. And then there we go. And it's just like kind of a safety bulletin, right? A little bit of a safety message there for you. And coming in your future, we've got the Fool. Wonderful. New beginnings in love and romance. Some of you with that Fool card, you might be going on a trip of some kind, perhaps with a friend. We've got companionship there with the dog. And so you could be going on a journey with a friend, and it might not be a trip. It could just be like some adventurous energy, right? We could be, hey, I don't want to go to this singles mixer by myself. Hey, buddy, come along with me. This can be where you do actually go on vacation with a friend, or you go out on some sort of journey together, and you just never know. It could, number one, just kind of like, put you in the right state of mind and put you in the right energy to open up to love, or you could go and have some fun on an adventure, and you never know, you could meet someone new. But the Fool is this fresh start, new beginning. There's a buzz in the air. There's excitement in the air for you here. Okay. And, of course, with the eclipse energy coming in, there could be short term within the next couple of weeks. All right. So we got a full moon coming in 2 weeks later. This can be the next couple of months, right? Also 6 months up to 2 years. But we're really asking I'm asking within the next 3 months or so for some of this energy. So, pack your bags and hop to it, because that Fool energy there is opening you up to new people, new beginnings, and a really good sense of, I'm trusting myself and I'm trusting my journey, right? And this is where we get the courage to open up our heart. We've got the Wheel of Fortune at the back of the deck. Wonderful. The Wheel of Fortune is a game of chance. And what is love if it's not a little bit of a game of chance? But we have to take a chance to get what we're looking for, to find that path forward, to find what we want, right? We've got to take a risk. We've got to take a chance. And so you're being encouraged here with the Wheel of Fortune. But the Wheel of Fortune, love the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune can bring in some surprises, something that we don't expect, but it is ruled by Jupiter. Expansion, growth. It can bring in some exciting opportunities. We can see the big picture. And of course, it brings in some good luck and good karma. So a really good sign. It is a cycle of increase and potential here for you. All right. So those doors for love are opening up for you guys. Coming out with the Charity card, got the 9 of Wands. Oh man, you are letting go of some burdens here, guys. You're releasing, you're letting go. You're like, nope, I'm done. I'm so happy that I'm done with this cycle. I'm ready for something fresh. I'm ready for something new. The 9 of Wands shows that maybe you've, been through a little bit of a battle with a previous relationship, right? We all have. We have those things that don't work out. We have those things where, maybe we hold on to, the grief and the hurt and the loss for a long time. But 9s are an ending. It's been a long journey, a long road. It's been a battle, right? You've got some battle scars, right? But you're going to use them to help you move forward. You're not going to let them hold you back. You may be a little bit skeptical, right? The moon can sometimes bring that in as well. With the 9 of Wands, you could be a little skeptical, okay? But I feel like you're working through just the last little remnants there. And with that Fool card showing up, it's like, okay, I'm just going to trust the process. I'm just going to go for it. And what happens will happen. Que sera, sera, right? Whatever will be, will be. And so, man, that 9 of Wands can bring, can bring battle wounds and scars, right? And so, but that's, again, out the window, out the door. With the Moon card, we've got the Chariot. Wonderful. The Chariot is a wonderful energy. It is victory and success. It's like, yes, I got what I wanted, but how did you get what you wanted? You took action, you took initiative. The Chariot is an energy of your drive, your determination, your ambition, and this, you have this in spades. This is your ability to make something happen for yourself. You are in the driver's seat with the Chariot. You drive the Chariot forward. But the Chariot shows you that things are lining up for you. Your masculine and feminine lining up. Funnily enough, in this particular deck, usually we've got horses and a chariot, right? We've got a little white something or other, a little white dog. He's got, there's his chariot, right? He's got wheelies on his back legs. And then, so we've got the white, and then we've got the black dog there as well. And she is the leader of them both. And so when we do get the Chariot, this is your masculine and your feminine coming into alignment. And this is where the magic happens. Destiny is at play for you here. And the Chariot is a card of destiny. You are taking control, right? And getting yourself on your destined track or changing your own destiny by the actions that you take and the ambitions that you follow through with. But the stars are aligning for you with the Chariot, so it's really beautiful energy. Now, this can represent some Cancerian energy. Okay, the Chariot is Cancer, so you could potentially be partnering up with a Cancer person or a fellow water sign. Okay, and this can again, just be your energy and where you're at. Coming out with the Fool, we've got the Lover's card. Oh, Aries, this is beautiful. Now, yes, the Lover's card is Gemini energy. Okay, so we do have Gemini showing up here. We have Cancer showing up here for you as well. Okay, however, the Lover's card can represent you may be meeting more than one person, so you might need to make a choice. The Lover's card does represent the duality of things. Everything has a pro and con, right? And we need to see through that and figure out, is this going to work for me? Is this going to be the right connection for me, right? Yeah, pros and cons. Okay, yeah, I can live with that, right? Or no, I'm not living with that at all. The fact is, when we get the Lover's card, the choice of matters of the heart is up to you. Your choice, your heart, your emotions. We can choose love. We can say no to love. We can say yes to someone that asks us on a date, but we also have the power to say no. So choose what feels right for you. But it is Gemini energy. So when we look at Gemini energy, yes, it could be a Gemini person, but we look to Gemini's ruler, which is Mercury. And not only do we have Mercury heading into Pisces on February 10th, but on February 6th, a few days before, Mercury heads into Pisces. So we're talking about love. We're conversing, we're talking to people, we're meeting new people, we're opening our mind to the possibilities of love, right? And Mercury and Pisces, it's like I'm dreaming of something, tapping into my emotions, and I'm ready to talk, right? So love is in the air for you guys, but the Lover's card is also soulmate energy. So there's something written in the stars for you. There's something in the winds for you, and it is exciting. The back of this deck, we've got the 9 of Cups. And the 9 of Cups is, of course, your wish fulfillment card. It's like, yes, I got what I wished for. Now, at the back of the deck, okay, it can be a couple of different things. It can be the underlying motivation for your month, right? I want what I wished for. I am focusing on my wishes. I'm dreaming of something, and I'm super positive that I'm going to find what I'm looking for. It can also represent a surprise, something you weren't expecting. The Wheel of Fortune can bring you a surprise. The Moon card can bring you a surprise, something that you weren't expecting, or maybe when you least expect it, right? The Nine of Cups can also be your wish fulfillment, but it's not here quite yet, right? We don't want to hear that, of course. Remember patience, go back to patience, okay? It just means that it's coming in for you. It's just not right here in February for you. So it may come in March, right? And of course, by the time we get to March, you've got your birthday coming up there. So we do have wish and goal energy coming up. But the Nine of Cups can also, again, be your underlying energy. And the Nine of Cups can just be you being really positive, really happy, and really content with who you are. I'm feeling comfortable in my skin. I know who I am. I've taken the time to take care of myself, and I'm feeling healthy, happy, and I'm feeling very fine, right? And that is an absolutely wonderful place to be, no matter where you are in your journey finding love. We have here surrender, right? We're letting go of stuff's not working, okay? The energy of surrender supports us to let go of illusionary control and yield to the flow of love and life. Beautiful energy, green energy, okay? Work with your heart chakra. You may also benefit from working with green crystals. The color green, whether it's light, whether it's your clothing, okay, that can be really helpful for you. We also have sensuality. Ooh la la. The frequency of sensuality reminds us that as spirits in human bodies, we are sensual beings experiencing joy and pleasure from the physical world through our senses. And that sensual energy can represent that maybe you are going to be meeting somebody, and just being in the vicinity of them just makes you tingly mingly. This can represent that you are going to meet someone that's not just maybe, a good conversationalist, right? We've got the Lover's card there. But there's just something about them that is very irresistible as well. It draws you in. It's also your energy, right? You draw people in there as well. And we have kindness. Another greenish kind of energy for you. The energy of kindness reminds us to be considerate and wise in our interaction with others and ourselves, and to find the root of our love through our connection with Source. Okay, so another green energy, connect with your heart chakra, but kindness. Okay, so remember, we've got the Lover's card, right? So you could have multiple opportunities to meet people, okay? Or you might meet multiple people. And whether we say yes or whether we say no, remember, kindness, okay? We, even if someone is so totally out of left field, it's like, what are you, crazy, right? Let them down with kindness and compassion. You will feel better. And you know what? It takes guts. It takes courage to ask someone out on a date. And, it's, what's that saying, right? The worst that someone can say is no. Actually, that's not the worst thing that can happen. They can make you feel like a piece of crap, right? They can make you feel like you're totally out of your league. And there's no reason for that. Just say, oh no, I'm sorry, right? I'm sorry. I'm, interested in someone else or something, right? Just something kind. All right. This can also represent that somebody may help you on your quest for love. And, through an act of kindness, you might have an open door there to meet somebody new, but also be kind and compassionate to yourself. All right. I'm going to leave all that there for you guys. I hope there was something here for you. If so, please do like, share, and subscribe. I thank you guys so very much for watching, and best of luck to you in your journey for love. Bye.